Department of Director General of Lands and Mines Federal, or better known as JKPTG in the Malay language abbreviation, is a department under the Ministry of Natural Resource and Environment. The department's main function is to carry out the administration of all lands owned by the federal government through the power given under the Federal Lands Commissioners Act 1957. The Department of Director General of Land and Mines has 14 branches located in each states of Malaysia. The headquarters is situated in Putrajaya, where the management is divided into two main units. They are the Operational and Coordination Division and the Legislative and Management Development Division. The role of the Operational and Coordination Division is to ensure that administration of federal lands, lands acquisition, resolving cases of small estates distribution, and enforcement activities regarding federal lands are executed effectively within the allocated timeline. Likewise, the Legislative and Management Development Division is responsible for ensuring the proficiency of operational methods are accomplished through the development of information technology, development, research and study of land regulations, management audits and surveillances, and settling outstanding land administration matters. Since established in 1957, the department has been through several changes of names, such as Office of the Federal Lands Commissioner, Office of the Director General of Land and Mines Federal, Department of Land and Mines, Land Administration and Management Division, Land Management and Legislative Division, Department of Director General of Land and Mines Federal. Although the department has journeyed through a substantial number of formations, it has never strayed from its vision, which is to establish first-class management and administration of the nation's land. In order to realize this vision, the department has drawn several strategies, namely, revamping of work structure and process, developing human capital in accordance with the 5 legislations pertaining to land administration, which are National Land Code 1965, Land Acquisition Act 1960, Strata Title Act 1985, Small Estates Distribution Act 1955, Act 98, Federal Lands Commissioner Act 1957. Creating the best organization to ensure quality of service and compliance to available standard operating procedures and priority given to customer satisfaction. The department's mission is to provide professional service with integrity in the administration and management of land, which is in line with the National Development Policy, through improving human resources, incorporating the latest technology and utilizing financial resources optimally, enhancement of research and development activities, effectively managing the dissemination and sharing of data, increasing effective cooperation between all related sectors domestically and at the international level. The department has outlined several objectives, such as strengthening human resources through continuous learning culture, to be a catalyst and innovative leader in land management reformation, to create smart sharing within agencies. In order to meet expectations and fulfill responsibilities towards the public, the department ensures that all its functions are conducted with utmost dedication. Effective management of federal lands to optimize revenue obtained through short-term tenancies and lease revenues. Land acquisition process for development projects through the application of land from the state government, land purchase and land acquisition under the Land Acquisition Act 1960. Land acquisition is only applicable for lands owned by individuals and comprises of several stages. The individuals will be compensated accordingly once approved by the land's administrator. Distribution of small estates if the deceased fails to leave a will for non-Muslims, and distribution of properties which involves non-movable assets which applies to land, or non-movable assets and movable assets such as cash, savings, shares, vehicles and others that has a total valuation of less than 2 million ringgit. Protecting federal lands from squatters and trespassers through enforcement activities carried out by the Land Administrator as stated under Section 425 of the National Land Code. Enforcement is jointly carried out with various government agencies after the issuance of eviction notice under Act 425 of the National Land Code. Leasing of federal land is implemented by leasing undeveloped lands to interested individuals or companies. This prevents trespassing and generates revenue for the federal government at the same time. Federal lands which can be leased are lands owned by the federal government and registered under the name of the Federal Lands Commissioner. Development of national land administration and law enforcement comprises of process of adjustment, verification and amendments of the National Land Code, Malay Reserve Enactment and Continental Shelf Act. Besides that, studies and researches are conducted constantly to resolve issues linked to land regulation. Resolving outstanding land administration matters by the Special Task Force team ensures that land matters such as land registrations, alienation of land, issuance of strata titles and conversion of qualified title QT to final title FT is completed within a fixed time frame. In order to meet customer expectations, development of information technology is given priority through implementation of many efforts, namely Federal Land Management and Small Estates System (ETAP), which is an online system for processing federal land matters, federal land acquisition, enforcement of federal land property and small estates distribution. Computerized Land Registration System (CLRS) to implement online procedures for the registration of land titles, as well as registration of dealings, non-dealings and notes. This system also enables users to trace and obtain information related to titles, instrument of dealings and non-dealings, or other land titles related documents. The e-consent system is used to accelerate the approval process for application of land transfer and land leasing. The e-consent process covers the acceptance of application at the counter right up to issuance of approval letter. The e-Tanah system is an integrated and standardized system which considers the requirements of all the states. It is developed based on a workflow system and is in line with the requirements of land regulations, namely the National Land Code and state land rules. JKPTG has developed an official departmental portal which contains the latest information in an interactive and dynamic manner to support the department's main functions optimally. Hence, the department has drawn out goals, which are creating excellent leadership in the organization of land administration, to formulate relevant national land policies and law that meets the requirements for the country's development, to implement simple and transparent processes and procedures for land matters, to ensure that all parties related to the socio-economic development of the nation and citizens have access to adequate information about land administration, to formulate a